Hey, what's up all? It's Jono here and welcome back to Pokémon Unbound. And yes, I know it's been a little while, but a whole bunch of stuff going on in real life kinda got in the way. Particularly the whole thing about, how can I put it, moving into my own place. But it's finally happened, I'm finally in my own place and I'm ready to get back with the videos. Although, unfortunately, while doing a little testing, I have noticed that there is definitely a bit of an echo with my recordings right now, seeing as I'm recording in a much larger room, so yeah, until I find a way to fix that, that's going to have to be a thing, unfortunately, but maybe I'll fix it in the future, we will see. So yeah, even though it's been a little while since I last recorded an episode, I have actually decided to take the opportunity to do a little bit of extra training compared to the last episode. Not a huge amount, but I've been mainly focusing on training up some other Pokemon that I've had in the storage, just so I have a little bit more variety in terms of Pokemon. In terms of my current squad, I don't think there's any major changes, although I do need to train up Pikachu a little bit more, although Pikachu does know a new move, if I'm not mistaken. Two new moves, actually. I believe Wild Charge is a new move that you've learnt in my training session. Offline training session, as well as, of course, Thunder, but I'm probably going to be relying more on Thunderbolt for the time being, although I do like to want to try and evolve Pikachu, and I think I know how to evolve you into an Alolan Raichu in this game, but I'm not 100% sure. And actually, before we start exploring Redwood Village, seeing as we arrived here in the last episode, let's have a quick gander and see who else I've been training up. Because I figured I might as well train up a few extra Pokemon just in case. I've mainly been training up, I've been training up one of the Torchic that I caught from the Safari Zone in an earlier episode. And I've since obviously evolved it into a Blaziken, so I have at least a powerful Fire type. I've also decided to level up a Flying type Pokemon just in case we have to encounter like any fighting types or maybe even bug types. I don't know what the next gym is, but then again, I might be thinking of the Elite Four as well. Maybe I need like some of these Pokemon at the same time. I've also been training up Sneasel, but Sneasel definitely needs a little bit more training, level 47. And I did train up Togetic a little bit more, but honestly, yeah, I don't know if I plan to use Togetic anytime soon. But at least Primarina is actually a little bit more higher levels compared to last time, so that's good. Oh, and you know what? Just a random thing that I should mention. Someone did mention about the fact that I could have just flown off the top of Crystal Peak in an earlier episode instead of, walking all the way down. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, hang on, I can't do it here, but not gonna lie, I completely and utterly forgot that Garchomp can learn Fly. All those times I kept switching out Pokemon, to get a Flying type Pokemon to fly around the Borrius region, I completely forgot Garchomp can actually learn Fly, so yeah, that was definitely a mistake, but hey ho, it doesn't matter. Besides, with the power of video editing, it didn't matter in the long run anyway. So yeah, here we are in Redwood Village, and I believe we literally only went to the Pokemon Center right at the end of the last episode. We haven't done any proper exploring, so you know what? Let's do that and see what we have. Despite our town being known for its export of charcoal, I have yet to actually see a Pokemon hold the item. Can you help me by showing me a Pokemon holding a charcoal? Well, funny you should say that, I do have a Pokemon holding a charcoal if I'm not mistaken. Not Blaziken, although having said that, I should actually give the charcoal to Blaziken, seeing as Blaziken is now going to be my main Fire-type Pokemon instead of Litleo. And yep, sure enough, charcoal. Litleo is indeed holding the charcoal. So let me just quickly give that to Blaziken. And let me just temporarily move Blaziken into the squad. I'm just going to leave it there for now, Pikachu, don't mind me. Let's see what you have to say now. Blah, 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 blah. Yep. Can you help me? Yes, I can, actually. Check out my Blaziken. Ah, so that's why I haven't seen it around here. Charcoal is made out of black wood, not redwood. Okay, thank you. You've made my day. Now let me show you something. A luck incense. Ooh, nice. Okay. Have a Pokemon hold a luck incense like charcoal and it will double the amount of prize money received from battle. So basically the exact same thing as the amulet coin, which I don't think I've picked up yet. But, whatever. I'll keep Blaziken on me for now. I can always train up Pikachu again at some point. Benjamin is the master of... Oh, bug-type Pokemon. Well, that's convenient. I've been training up Blaziken. Wait, I've also been training up Pidgeot. Wait, have I actually spoken to these people before? I must have known about this. Maybe... Did I? I'm going to have to double check. There must be a reason why I ended up training up Pidgeot. I mean, I did say that I want to maybe train up a variety of Pokemon just in case I have different types, especially if I end up fighting against a bunch of fighting types or grass types or bug types or anything else, but... maybe I did talk to these people in the last episode, I don't know. But either way, looks like my training already paid off. And he's a huge fan of battling backwards too. Even his gym puzzle is inspired by his backwards way of thinking. What does this all mean? You'll see in due time. Backwards battling, now that is interesting. I'll trade you my super special Lampent if you catch me as wireless. No, you know what, buddy? I don't have one of those, and even then, I'd think I'd rather keep my wireless. Also, hey Galavan, good to see you again. The Curious Case of Benjamin Butterfree. I see what they did there. Man, if I could get younger, that would be pretty cool. Of course, being too small to reach the shelves would be pretty annoying, no doubt. Well, I mean, that's true, but I don't like the way everyone's talking about this gym leader. Backwards battling and mentioning the fact that he get younger. I'm not sure if I like the idea of this gym battle, but I guess we'll see what's what. Anyway, I don't need to talk to you because you'll stock the exact same things, but what about you? Let's see, a nest ball, net ball, luxury ball, No, I've got enough of those, although actually, admittedly, I did use quite a few quick balls, didn't I? And actually ended up being very effective, so you know what? I'm going to buy 10 of them. Anyway, nothing else for you. What about you? You're the only person here. Hello. You soak on a Pokemon you're fighting, then throw a netball at it for super easy catch. Ah, I see what you're doing there. Alright, fair enough. Also, apologies if you can hear like a background noise, but it is rather warm in my new place, so I've had to put a fan on, so hopefully it's not too loud, but if you hear a somewhat of a little constant noise in the background, that's what it is. Our little town is protected by the Forest Guardian. However, the Forest Guardian has not been seen in many years. It is said that if you bring an old friend of the Forest Guardian, it will reveal itself once more. Interesting, Forest Guardian. That has to be surely Celebi. But who do I bring Celebi? Who do I bring to Celebi? Also, a Tangerberry. Don't know what it does, but we'll take it anyway. And let's see who's in this house. Hello. My daughter leaves her son with me every day while she goes to work. I'm unable to give him my full attention, so each day I try to hire a part-time babysitter. Come back between 7 AM and 7 PM, and I will pay you to babysit. Okay. I mean, I'd much rather babysit Pokemon instead of, you know, human kids, but, you know, if you're going to pay me, I guess I can't say no. Right, what have we got to say? Did you know that the trees in this village actually produce redwood? Bet you didn't. You must have thought that these trees look like every other plain old forest tree. Well, I'll have you know that although they may look like ordinary forest trees, they're actually very special. Their redwood attracts many different species of Pokemon. Don't believe me? Have a Pokemon use the move Headbutt on one and see for yourself. Ah, okay. Only problem is I don't think I have any Pokemon that knows Headbutt, so never mind. Anyway, who's in here? Ooh, oh, a Porygon. Why do you have a Porygon? Hi trainer, I'm training to open up my very own Pokemon nursery. I still have ways to go, but I can still offer you something good if you pay me... What? $12,500? I can significantly speed up the hatching time of all the eggs in your party. I mean, that might be useful, but A, I don't have any eggs to hatch, and B, I use the power of video editing so I can easily edit out the boring waiting around bits anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Ever come across an egg you just didn't want? Then have no fear. I buy eggs like those for $2,000 a pop. Oh, okay, interesting. Ah. Well, I mean, there was that time I left a Pikachu in a daycare with a Ditto, and they somehow ended up with 2 eggs instead of the 1, like I thought they did, despite the fact I didn't really leave them there for long, but... yeah, that's good to know. If I really didn't want to bother hatching a load of eggs, I could literally just get a bunch of eggs and just sell them for pure profit. I don't know, that doesn't sound... what's the word I'm looking for? That doesn't sound... like the most sensible thing to do, but then again... $2,000 is $2,000. Be gone, wandering spirits. Oh, the cleanse tag. Alright, I guess that's fine. The wandering spirits have been cleansed from my soul. Okay, well, whatever you say, lady. Right, who lives in this house? Because this is clearly a very small place. Also, I did see that sparkling square on the ground there, so I'll get that in a moment. Hey there, Pokemon Trainer. I'm a member of the Hip Waders, just like you. Oh my god, I completely forgot about that. And boy, do I have an assignment for you. You know the Pokemon Magikarp? I mean, who doesn't? What am I even asking you? Of course you do. Who doesn't know of the famed Pokemon? I want you to place... am I reading that right? I want you to place 30 of them in a single box. When you've done that, I'll take them off your hands for you and give them something even better in exchange. As an esteemed member of the Hip Waders, this should be a piece of cake for you. I can't think of anything more boring to do than that. Catch 30 Magikarp and place 30 of them in a current box. You know what? I'm not in a massive hurry to do that, so you know what? I think I'm going to leave that, and we're just going to, well, first of all, check out down here and see how far I can get. Or rather, not get any further. Dang it, it won't budge. This Pokemon hasn't moved in weeks. Do you hear me, Snorlax? I need to see my boyfriend. You can't stop true love. I mean, I'm not being funny, but... you could probably get around its head. It's not like it's taking up the entire path. No? Just me thinking that? Okay. Oh, okay, well, whatever you say. I guess I'm not thinking logically. Anyway, what have you got for me? Out of all Borrius gyms, Benjamin's is always meant to be challenged last. Why? Well, if you haven't explored the rest of Borrius first, you wouldn't be able to solve his puzzle. Uh-oh. Well, first of all, let me grab this, and... oh no, is it like one of those gyms in the, like, the original, like, Pokemon games where you had to take a quiz to take a guess on where things are or what certain Pokemon do? Because if so, that's going to be a royal pain in the ass. Anyway, now that we know it's gym type gym leader, a bug type gym leader rather, I should actually do some switching around. And you know, conveniently, I've been training up a Pidgeot. I must have spoken to the people in the Pokemon Center, otherwise how would I have known that? Although, having said that, oh wait, hang on, wait a minute. No, I did attempt to record an episode of this ages ago before I moved out, but I had to scrap that recording. That probably was where I thought of it. That might explain it. Anyway, if we're going against a bug-type gym, there's no point in bringing Espeon with me, so let's leave Espeon behind. And, you know, it must take on the gym. And, you know what, seeing as we're going to be relying on the, like, oh, Blaziken and Pidgeot, I might as well bring these up front first and then rely on Garchomp and Lucario if everything goes, goes to crap, let's basically put it that way. Also, can you move out of the way, NPC? That's not what I meant. That's also not what I meant, thank you. Well, seeing this is a small town, I might as well take on the gym then. I hope I don't regret this. This is it, champ in the making, your final gym challenge. Congrats on making it this far. Take one final fresh water from me before you get started. And you know what, speaking of fresh water, I happen to have one on me right now. That's better. As I say, it's pretty warm in my new place, so a fresh bottle of cold water plus a fan behind me is helping me keep myself a little cool. Have you ever heard of the curious case of Benjamin Butterfree? Born a Butterfree, fainted a Caterpie, poor Benjamin aged backwards his entire life, and in the spirit of Butterfree, our leader Benjamin designed this gym. And you guessed it, in this gym trainers like to use bug types. Bringing some rock, flying, or fire types can really put them in their place. But be careful, because in this gym, when a Pokemon is defeated, it regresses to an earlier state. Pokemon only faint when they regress no more. Because of this unique battling condition, Pokemon won't earn any experience in this gym. And as for how to find Benjamin, I'll tell you this. In each of the rooms along the walls, buttons are hidden in rocks. Press these buttons in the right order and you'll open up a path to Old Benjamin. And what is the correct order? All I can tell you is think back to the curious case of Benjamin Butterfree. Okay, interesting. Ooh, also interesting, Jax is the only one that's taken on this gym. My rival hasn't. Interesting. Oh dear, also there's 4 doors. Alright, well you know what, let's just go left to right and see what we got. These rooms, don't they remind you of other places in Borrius? Are these all like themed rooms? Well, I guess we'll figure it out once and for all. Anyway, you're sending out Axel Gore. Oh dear, level 58. That's actually not good. Oh, okay, but then you devolved into a Shelmet. Oh, this is so weird. Well, I mean, I managed to beat you, but wait a minute. If we lose, does that mean the regression is permanent? I really hope not. Right, let's switch to Pidgeot because I don't want to risk Blaziken getting devolved into another Pokemon right now, even though obviously it'll keep you in the battle. That is really weird. Also, I forgot to teach Pidgeot some decent moves. Alright, dual Wing Beat then. Oh boy, that's not good. Yeah, just do it again. Uh-oh, Poison Jab. Oh, of course I get poisoned. That's right, the computer control players always get the advantage. So now you devolved into Whirlipede. Ah, but my multi-hit attack still happens. Nice. Well, you know what, I'm sorry to do this, Pidgeot, but you're going to be like my guinea pig to see just what happens if I win the battle, but you devolve into a Pidgeotto. Well, at least everything gets reset, so that's cool. But it is kind of off-putting that I'm still referred to as Pidgeot. I really hope this isn't permanent. I mean, not that it matters, because I could just quickly go on to level up my Pokemon again. And now you see. When I think of the correct order of the buttons, I think back to the curious case of Benjamin Butterfree. Yeah, you're not really helping me there, are you? Also, what's happened to my Pokemon? Okay, looks like... Okay, thankfully it's not permanent, and also I get fully healed again. That's good to know. See the rock behind me? There's a button in it. Yeah, I mean, I kind of got the hint, but the question is, which way do you go? Unless you need to think about the reverse of, like, which is stronger, because obviously the first one was rock, this is now ice. So I wonder if that has something to do with the order they have to do. You have to do it, like, backwards? Wow, that hardly did anything. Poor Spinnerack. Oh, that was easy. No, I'm not pressing it now. Don't pressure me. Don't forget, if you press the buttons in the rocks too early, you won't be able to get to Benjamin. Okay. Well, I think the easiest thing is just to, like, battle everyone and just see what's going on. The experiences on your journey thus far, can you picture them? Oh, I mean, it has been quite the journey, let's put it this way. Not ideal, Yanmega, they're pretty fast. Let's just use Fire Punch for now. Not bad. Oh, U-turn. Yeah, probably wasn't the smartest option, although that means obviously I still have to defeat you. But honestly, 1-5 punch should be enough considering I easily defeated you evolved form, so... And I could easily do it again. Yes, you could use Thunderbolt on me, but it's not going to do much. Although I will admit I would have been pissed off if that paralyzed me. Let's stick with Blaziken for now. One thing I do want to do, I need to teach Pidgeot a new flying type move, because honestly, I think I need a bit more variety for Pidgeot. Okay, so I have devolved, but it's fine. I'll just end up becoming a Yamna. Oh, but of course, because I've devolved, I've actually lost one of my moves, but that's fine. Then when I tried doing U-turn, you're literally the last one in your team. I see, you do remember them. Yes, I do. Use your memories, they will guide you. Okay. But before we take on the next gym, let me just quickly check the TM case. I kind of want to teach Pidgeot some better moves, and honestly, I think teaching it Fly would probably not be a bad idea. Instead of, say, Steel Wing. Do I know any other Fly type moves? I don't think I do, but I could be mistaken. Let me just have a quick look. Oh wait, yes I do. I know Aerial Ace. Ooh, that could be useful. That could be very useful. Not a strong attack, but it's always guaranteed to hit. Yeah, you know what? I think it's worth it. So, I mean, I do have dual wing beat. It probably would be worth teaching it Aerial Ace, especially considering I think dual wing beat was actually a leveled up move, so just in case Pidgeot devolves in a battle, that might actually help me. Anything else? Probably not. Let's have a quick look. No, that's it. I mean, I could teach Aerial Ace to another Pokemon, but I don't know if it's worth it. I could theoretically teach it to Garchomp, but I don't think I need to go down that route. I think we'll be fine with that. So, what's in this final room here? Hi there, did you bring the right Pokemon to this gym? Let's see. Well, I'd like to say I hope so. Although one thing I will say, I'm so glad the devolving thing is temporary. Although I am playing it on the vanilla difficulty, so I do have to wonder. On the harder difficulties, is it permanent? Because that would be pretty brutal if it's actually permanent. Oh wow, that is actually a thing. Devolved and forgot what move it was going to use. Oh, that's actually kind of brutal. Oh, it's actually using Struggle. Oh, bless it. You did, but I didn't. Yeah, well, sucks to be you, kid. Be careful the Pokemon you choose to use, sometimes they forget every move they know when they devolve. When that happens, all you'll be able to do is struggle, which is what you've proven. So the right order is... So, just remind me. So, obviously I had to press these buttons, so I had to think backwards. Let me just double check what they say. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. We know. In each of the rooms along the wall, buttons are hidden in rocks. Press these buttons in the right order and you'll open up a path to Old Benjamin. And what is the correct order? All I can tell you is think back to the curious case of Benjamin Butterfree. So basically I've got to go backwards? Well, this implies a volcano, so that must be the volcano. This must be... Oh, I'm not sure. Might be Crystal Peak, or it might be one of the earlier caves, I can't remember. That's the ice one, that's pretty much right at the very beginning. And that's just a random cave, so... I don't know. I mean... I think I'm just going to wing it, and yeah, I have no idea which order it's going to be, so we're just going to probably just trial and error it. And hopefully I'll get it right eventually. Who wouldn't? Yeah, exactly, who wouldn't? So let me think. Let's go now back this way. I think. Then it will probably be this one. And let's try this one. Ah, the buttons were not pressed in the correct order. The puzzle has been reset. Okay, so we have to hit them in the right order. Oh, please don't tell me I have to battle everyone again. Right, so based on the fact, it sounds like I need to go backwards, but I need to remember. If I need to go backwards, then surely the ice one's got to be last, because we literally started in the icy, snowy parts of the Borrius region. I might have to think about this for a moment. Right, let me do this again. I'm pretty certain this represents Crystal Peak, so I'm going to go and press this one first. Then it might have been the cave instead. Because I know there was a big cave network that we walked through ages ago. So it might be that. Then it has to be this, which is, I think, Cinder Volcano, surely. And which will leave the ice one last, because that's literally where we started. Yeah, there we go. The door to the gym leader has been unlocked. Okay then. And there it is, just like that, just a random hallway and door just magically appeared, because why not? Also, hello, Benjamin. Oh, ho, ho, ho. It's been ages. Ages, I say, since this many trainers have come to challenge me in a row. My name is Benjamin, and it is a pleasure to meet you. My Pokémon and I, we share a curious condition. As you may have seen, Pokémon in this gym fight until the very end. That represents how we live. As long as we have even a little strength, we can still resist whatever threatens us. That is the resilience of bug-type Pokémon, plain as day. Many think bug-types are weak, unworthy of being the final test for trainers in the Borean League. And it's been my life's goal to prove them wrong. I shall show you our resilience. And by doing so, I swear to be a worthy final obstacle before the Pokémon League. Okay then, well, we'll see about that, Benjamin Butterfree. Ooh, starting off with Araquanid. Okay. Oh, that's actually not good for Blaziken. Because you're probably going to use Water-type moves. Right, let's immediately switch to Pidgeot. The defense fell, which is not ideal, so let's use Fly and try and do some serious damage. I'm not gonna lie, I was hoping for a little bit more than that. I mean, that's fine. If I can get Aerial Ace, I can at least devolve Araquanid. Oh, but of course you're gonna use a max potion because you're a jerk. I mean, I guess that's fine. If you use your potion now, that's absolutely fine. Anyway, let's fly up, because that should be enough to defeat Araquanid. There we go, nice. Right, so you've devolved into Dupida, but you're still no Liquidation, which is not ideal. Right, let's just keep on flying for now. I just hope we can do some serious damage to you. Yes, we do. Excellent. Ooh, now you're using Drapion. Let's stick with Pidgeotto for the time being. Ah, damn it. I had a feeling it was going to be faster. Now I got a poor little Pidgey. At least I can still use Fly. Well, of course, that's not going to do much damage. Not ideal. I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually surprised Pidgey survived that. I think I might have to sacrifice you, unfortunately. But rather than bring out Blaziken, let's actually bring out Garchomp, seeing as you are using Drapion. I'll Mega Evolve you while I'm here. Nice, well that will send you back down to Skorupi. A defense fell, but that's absolutely fine. We'll just use one more Earthquake and that will easily take care of this Skorupi. Okay, nice thing about Butterfree. Definitely won't stick with you. It'll have to be Blaziken. As long as you don't know any Fly-type moves, I think we'll be alright. Might be worth using Flare Blitz just to get it somewhat damaged before you have a chance to potentially use a strong Fly-type move against Blaziken. There we go. Good, good, good. Haha, and because you're a useless Metapod, you have forgotten the move you were going to use, so sucks to be you. And yep, sure enough, just like the trainer demonstrated before, you are just going to use Struggle. And boy, are you going to struggle now, Canopy. Ooh, we're next using Scizor. Alright. Our time grows short, Scizor, so let's make the most of it. Well, we'll see about that, although considering you're literally Bug and Steel type, I think you're kind of screwed. Oh, but I kind of forgot you can also Mega Evolve, so never mind. We're only using Iron Head, which is not... Oh, that's not good. Right, okay. I think just to play it a little bit safe, let me just use a Hyper Potion on Blaziken. That's fine, as long as it's not a super effective hit next. Or like a critical hit, I should say. We should be able to get the Fire Punch on. Oh, don't tell me it's a guaranteed flinching move. Okay, good. Yeah, screw you, Sizzle. Now, my only little concern is that he might still be faster than me, but you know what? Even if that's the case, that's fine. Yeah, I'm gonna devolve Blaziken into Combustion, but that should still be fine. I can still use Fire Punch, so that's no problem. Nice. Goodness me, I feel younger already, like I'm regressing to infancy in my joy. Congratulations, trainer. You have managed to conquer all 8 gyms in Borrius, so please take the Time Badge. This is proof of not only my defeat, but also the defeat of all the other gym leaders, just to reach me. Rather appropriate that it is the Time Badge, and rather appropriate it's an hourglass, which is kind of cool. With the Time Badge, all Pokemon will obey you without fail, and you should have a suitable vessel to provide oxygen for a long period of time. You may use a Pokemon to take you underwater with Dive. Additionally, take this TM as a gift of your outstanding achievement. Ooh, Leech Fang. An attack that absorbs half damage inflicted to restore hit points. Saps the opponent of vitality while restoring your own. Your Pokemon won't ever worry about devolving if they can maintain their strength. Now, if you excuse me, I should rest. Don't fret over me, I'll age back to myself in time. You should be going. I wish all the best of luck to you. So head east from Gurun Town and challenge the Pokemon League. Well, it is happening. What have you got to say about that, my own little personal cheerleader? Jump in the making, you've done it. You've cleared all 8 gyms in Borrius. Congratulations. For your hard work, take this one final gem from me. And rather appropriately, it is indeed the Bug Gem. That gem will power up a single Bug-type move in battle, and now that you have it, all that's left for you to do is to challenge the Pokemon League. I wish I could go with you, but unfortunately, I'm stuck in these gyms. Good luck, champ in the making. Are you really that stuck in the gym? Although, considering I've never seen you outside the gym, I guess that kind of makes sense. But there we go. We have all 8 gym badges of the Borrius region, and we are ready to, well, head to the Pokemon League. Although, I still think there's still a few places we can explore. Like, there's literally a route to the south of Redwood Village that we could potentially explore, unless that Snorlax is still there, but we'll worry about that in the next episode. Anyway, let me just very quickly swap my squad around, so let's bring you back Espeon. And I'm also going to bring back Pikachu because I want to train you up, and I want to see if I can evolve you into a Alolan Raichu. And you know what? Let me just check now and see where we can actually go, like, further south. Okay, I think that's answered that. No, looks like we can't go, Okay, so it looks like we can't go south, so at least that's answered it, so I guess we are going to have to, head back to Gurun Town and then head towards the Pokemon League, but you know what? That's absolutely fine. Although I have a feeling that we've still got quite a bit of challenges to get through before we get to the Pokemon League. No doubt there's an equivalent of Victory Road in this game, so we've got that to deal with, but yeah, we'll see how it goes, and hopefully we'll eventually make it to the Pokemon League. We shall see. So, on that note, thanks very much for watching, everyone, and until next time, I shall catch you all later.